I think it was a stone, a gallstone, or a bile duct obstruction at the pancreas, just something from here to here going on.
So I have a question, Mama T. Are you reviewing that too? What Beth said about the sealed file?
About that sealed file now.
R-I-S-T-I-N-A. Hey, friend.
Huh?
Hang on.
We've known about that sealed file now for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and that right there tells me that they didn't want nobody to know whatever it is.
Well, from what we've gathered so far about the sealed file itself, somebody opened it up. And I think, don't quote me on the year of this, but I think it was opened up in like 2016.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
It was opened up. And then on the front of it, Christine. Yes, it was sealed back. And Christine, I think it was Christine, again, I'm just waking up. One of the girls noticed on the front of the envelope, it had Jimmy Alexandra name written on the front of it. So we don't know if it's a statement from him or if he's the one that opened it up in 2016 or what. But yes, we are aware that there is a sealed paper there. And I've even said, I have no blood to this case. I have
no connection,
no connections. I would like to go look at these files.
Right.
And if it just happened to get unleashed, then, shit happens. But I don't want to jeopardize Gary either, It's kind of like between a rock and a hard spot. Like, I want to know what's in that folder, but I don't want to jeopardize, the case either.
Absolutely.
How does it get unsealed?
It has to go through a court order from a judge.
So the attorneys are looking into that?
They are aware of it, yes.
Ooh, I don't like not knowing. I have FOMO.
I know.
Yeah, what if there's something in there that could help him?
Yeah.
That's the reason why it's
really important.
At this point, I do feel like after 35 years, why do we still have any sealed documents in this case?
Exactly. Right. Everything should be public.
Yeah. That's where I'm at with it.
Yep. I agree.
We also know how much shit's been
How far
in this case,
Mama T, how far is Alcoa from the courthouse?
Not very.
Oh, not very far. Probably 25, 30 minutes at most, I would say.
Have my skincare.
Yeah, it not very far at all. So I was looking at booking, and it says that it's 5 minutes away.
Okay, well then
from the Maryville courthouse.
They're right there side by side, and I do know that. Just depends on, I guess, what part of Alcoa, whatever part of Alcoa you'd be staying in.
Because 867 is coming in also.
Oh, okay, good. Yep, we're a month away.
Yep. I just paid my last part for the lodging, so I'm all ready. My lodging and everything's ready. I just got to get everything packed and me there now.
Let me ask you guys, I know there's not very many in here, but the ones that are coming in, what day are you guys coming in on?
I'm coming in on the 25th.
So you're coming in on Monday.
Yes, and 867, I believe, will be there Tuesday because she's coming from Florida.
I'll be there the first day the room's available. I'm not sure exactly. I have to get with Tracy.
Well, the reason of me asking, my kid will be out of school at that point, and I thought that maybe we could get together like either the day before, which I do know is Memorial Day. Unfortunately, it is a holiday. But either get together as a group and maybe go and do something, like go to Dollywood, go to one of the shows or something. Just to do something as a group, since we spend all this time on these lives together, and then we're actually getting to meet.
That's a good idea.
Wouldn't mind us like getting together.
But I wouldn't want somebody out there going and saying, "Oh, they're using this trial just to go have fun," because I've been accused of that.
Screw what they say.
Just a big party.
Yeah, well, we all put a lot of time into this trial. So you know what? I do feel it, even for Carolyn, if she wants to take a day and just kind of chill out and relax, then nobody should criticize you for that.
No.
Now, if somebody is, I will add this, if somebody is paying for your trip and you put that in there, then yes, they have all rights to say what they want to say. But if you're funding your own trip, well, it ain't nobody's darn business what we get out here and do.
Exactly. To heck with that naysaying for the peanut gallery.
Right.
Hey, come on in, Zesty. I'm with Mama. Hell with them. Dora, I got accused of us going to party. Oh, yeah. The rodeo.
Oh, yeah, because we always said is we were like, oh, there's a rodeo in Tennessee. We should go to it. That's all me and Tina were talking about. People were like, oh, look at them. They're going to drink it up and party it up and use Gary to do it.
Well, as long as you're paying for your own shit, what's it matter?
And I don't even drink.
What business is it? I don't either.
I can't say I don't drink, but I
might have one Bloody Mary or two a year at the lake when I'm at a restaurant down there.
Right. I'm definitely not a heavy drinker. Maybe twice a year you might see me go out and have a good time.
We still need 7 heart me's if anybody wants to do that to close that flash goal. There's nothing wrong with that, Mom T. Nothing wrong with it at all.
Exactly. Chris.
Unless you've got a problem, then there's something wrong with it. Well, I occasionally, but last I checked, I'm over 21. Hey, silent watcher. Thank you. Thank you for the heart mace. I'll never get that one closed.
Because it's definitely going to be a long, I don't expect it to go 3 days, but I do expect it to be at least 2 days. And it's going to be long, and it's going to be gruesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hearing it in real life time. We're not going back to transcripts and trying to distinguish this or that. Like, we're hearing it in real time.
Hey, Mary Paul, come in. Yeah, if you haven't heard about this Gary Wayne Sutton case. If you're just coming in, this is the number to the Governor Bill Lee in Tennessee. You just call. It's an automated. You do an option 1. I didn't end up getting that in there, but it's option 1. It's a recording. You just leave a recording as little as free Gary Wayne Sutton. It's fine. Be kind. Whatever you have to say, you can leave that message. I have started with a form letter. It's just a letter that ChatGPT said might get more attention. So I've emailed that, and then it says to call. Then as soon as you email it and ask for a follow-up and to have it logged, and then I think you call again. I've got to go back because I got interrupted when my sister got sick. But and then you email a second letter and you call a second time, and it says if everyone would do the same thing all at once in the email and the calls, to have it logged, to make sure they respond and tell you they logged the request. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I was going to try to find that letter too and tell you. But anyway, it's the Gary Wayne Sutton case. He's wrongfully convicted of a double murder with 0 evidence and a discredited medical examiner's opinion or lie is all that got him sentenced, and he's sentenced to be executed on December the 3rd. So we don't have very much time. There is an ID hearing on May 26th, 7th, and 8th. They had denied him his constitutional right to that. So he's going to get that. And hopefully, if he's granted that, he'll come off the row, and then he will be charged for what it was back then for life. It wasn't life without parole. So he served 35 and life was 25. So they'll let him out. And that's what we're hoping for. And then exoneration or commutation right now. I don't know. Just the governor, everything you can do is appreciated.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to look for that letter. I had it. All right, baby. Don't write a long story. It takes less than a minute. Every submission matters. Take 60 seconds to help save a life. A man is scheduled to be executed December the 3rd, 2026, and there are serious concerns about his conviction. You can help right now by submitting a quick message to Governor Bill Lee. This is what I was wanting to tell you all. There's a copy and paste below, and it just went away to, it would be to the Tennessee Gov/Governor/contact. And then when you get into the contact, there's share my opinion. And then you fill that out like you did for the petition. And then you put the subject, urgent review, Gary Wayne Sutton, execution 12/3/26. Message, dear Governor Lee, I respectfully request review of Gary Wayne Sutton, execution December 3rd, 26. This case raises concerns including disputed forensic testimony, lack of direct physical evidence, and unresolved intellectual disability issues up until May. Given the irreversible nature of execution, I ask for clemency review. It takes less than 1 minute. Every submission matters. Volume equals attention. So, and then you do a third submission.
Cheryl, let me ask you one question. On that one, that letter, I like the letter myself, but it's saying execution. Should you change that to lethal injection? Because that's how the means will be. I don't think he's being executed. I think it's lethal injection. Because Tennessee, I don't think does the electric.
It's still execution. It's not electrocution. He's still being executed. It's the manner of his execution.
Okay.
But electrocution would be by the chair, right?
Correct.
Is that what you thought?
Yeah. Okay.
Execution is just putting him to death. Let's see. And fill out the top. Say criminal justice in the topic and paste this exactly. Well, I'll go back to tell you how it explained it to me. Law. Knowing everything I have in this folder, because I have it in ChatGPT folder. Thank you all for coming in. We still have a live goal, don't we? Or flash goal, or that go away. Yeah, we need 6 heart me's if you have it in your heart. You know, that goes to TikTok. That don't even go to the host. So I was trying to get it into Donald Trump, how I could get it before him. So it said, if your objective is to get to Donald Trump administration to review or intervene in the Gary Sutton case, you need to treat this as a federal level clemency, advocacy escalation strategy, not just awareness. The key is getting the case into the right channels that actually reach the president, not just posting or tagging. Here is the most effective, realistic way. Thank you so much. Thank you, Barbara. A president cannot directly overturn a state conviction. This is a Tennessee case. But what they can do is apply political pressure, request DOJ Civil Rights Division review. Thank you so much, Elle. Influence federal investigation if rights violations exist. Amplify the case publicly. So your goal is federal interest plus national pressure, not appeal to Trump directly. Build a presidential brief packet. This is your weapon. You already have a lot. Now it needs to be condensed into something staffers can digest in 5 minutes. Require structure. Page 1, executive summary. Imminent execution date, December 3rd, 26. Claim. Wrongful conviction plus intellectual disability issue. 1 line, hook. Ash bash, come on in. Conviction based primarily on disputed forensic opinion from discredited pathologist Charles Harlan. Pages 2 through 5, no physical evidence, key failures. Time of death manipulation, forensic credibility issues, Harlan's history. and any Brady violations and withheld evidence. Page 6 through 8, medical and ID claim. Intellectual disability findings, legal standard failures, Atkins related. And the final page, clear ask, federal review, a public statement, and pressure on governor. This must look like something that can land on a White House desk without embarrassment. Target the actual pipeline to Trump. You don't reach a president directly. You reach gatekeepers. Thanks for keeping the chat going, guys, and the stickers. Legal and policy channels. White House Counsel Office, when active. DOJ Civil Rights Division. Office of Pardon Attorney. B, political influencers close to Trump. You want people who can personally elevate the case, like high-profile attorneys. Piffle sniff, thank you all. Conservative media figures, criminal justice reform advocates on the right. Tennessee pressure point, the real decision maker, Bill Lee. If Lee moves, you don't need Trump. Media strategy, this is where you win or lose. Trump responds to media momentum, not quiet filings. You need national headline framing, execution based on discredited forensic testimony. Outlets such as Fox News, critical for Trump visibility, News Nation, independent investigative journalists. Your angle, not sympathy, system failure plus forensic misconduct. Hey, Belinda. Your strongest angle, and use this hard, this is what makes your case. Presidential level, this is what makes your case presidential level. Discredited forensic expert Harlan, timeline was manipulated, no physical evidence, and intellectual disability claim, and frame it as, this is a case that would not survive modern forensic standards. Direct outreach strategy, and do not skip this. You need coordinated pressure. Step by step. Hey, Stephanie. Send your brief to DOJ Civil Rights Division, White House Contact Office, and simultaneously email every major journalist covering wrongful convictions. This is what I've been working on. Like I said, I've got nowhere. Simultaneously email them, launch a TikTok series, the case that could execute an innocent man, which we're at. Tag Trump, major political figures, legal commentators, which we've done. Timing matters. Build pressure months before key hearings. What actually gets Trump's attention based on patterns is viral traction, millions of views. Coverage on right-leaning media. Clear injustice narrative, not complex legal jargon. And a single villain. Harlan works here. Hard truth so you don't waste time. A president stepping into a state death penalty case is rare. This only happens if it becomes nationally controversial. There is clear misconduct. Media forces it. And what I recommend you do right now, given that you've built the 8-page presidential brief, start a 3-part viral TikTok series. Part 1, no evidence. 2, the forensics. 3, the execution date. And identify one journalist and push hard for coverage. Prepare a letter to Governor Bill Lee. This is the critical path. Presidential brief packet. Imminent execution of Gary Wayne Sutton. Request for federal review. It's showing me the page 1 and just instructions on what it should say in the case overview and all that. Let me get down here. Closing statement would be the irreversible nature of execution demands the highest level of certainty. Where credible doubt exists, particularly involving forensic integrity and constitutional protections, review's not optional, it's essential. Gary Wayne Sutton's case presents multiple indicators of potential injustice that warrant immediate federal attention before December the 3rd, 2026. Thank you all for everything. Hey, it's me, Margaret. Who's requesting? Michelle, did you mean to request? And attach the timeline analysis, the forensic review summary, the intellectual disability documentation, and the case record excerpts. converted into a clean PDF, no more than 10 pages. Fox Media news media pitch email to send would say, urgent, imminent execution case rises, serious forensic concerns. I'm reaching out regarding the case of Gary Wayne Sutton, a Tennessee death row inmate scheduled for execution on December the 3rd, 2026. This case represents a serious and time-sensitive issue involving potential wrongful conviction and questionable forensic testimony. The conviction relied heavily on conclusions from former medical examiner Charles Harlan, whose work in multiple cases has since drawn significant scrutiny. There is no direct physical evidence linking Sutton to the crime. The prosecution's timeline was based on a disputed time of death estimate that may not meet modern forensic standards. Additionally, there are ongoing concerns regarding intellectual disability protections under Atkins versus Virginia, raising constitutional implications if the execution proceeds without a full review. The case raises a critical question. Is Tennessee preparing to execute a man based on forensic conclusions that would not withstand scrutiny today? I've prepared a concise briefing packet outlining the key concerns and would be happy to provide documentation, interviews, or further details. Given the scheduled execution date, this matter is urgent. Thank you for your time and consideration. And then it goes on to tell you about the TikTok series for more visibility. And then Governor Clemency letter. Next, request for clemency review, Gary Wayne Sutton, in the subject line. And I can tell you the exact path to do it through the website. Dear Governor Lee, I'm writing to respectfully request your immediate review of the case of Gary Wayne Sutton, who is currently scheduled for execution on December the 3rd, 2026. This case presents serious concerns that merit careful consideration before any irreversible action is taken. And then it goes on to talk about the Charles Harlan, former medical examiner, central to the prosecution's case, won't meet the scientific standards, no evidence to the crime. Additionally, there are ongoing concerns regarding intellectual disability, Atkins versus Virginia, which prohibit the execution of individuals meeting that criteria. Given these factors, this case raises significant questions about reliability and constitutional protections. I understand that clemency decisions carry great weight and responsibility. However, when credible doubt exists, particularly involving forensic integrity and constitutional issues, review is essential. I respectfully ask that you grant a full clemency review to ensure that no irreversible decision is made without complete confidence in the outcome. Thank you for your time and consideration. High impact, one page. Heading: a man could be executed without physical evidence. The facts: no DNA, no direct proof, the conviction was on forensic opinion. The problem: timeline determined by Dr. Charles Harlan, forensic credibility, methods that may not meet standards. The risk is that he'll be executed and that his intellectual disability claim will go unresolved. The question: would this conviction hold up today? So the call to action would be to share this, demand the review, and contact Bill Lee. Strategy timeline, and do it in this order. Phase 1, this week, send the media pitch email that was above, post a TikTok video, number 1, and build the PDF packet. Phase 2, next 7 to 10 days, release videos 2 and 3, push engagement hard, comments and shares, and send the clemency letter. Phase 3, after traction, tag media personalities, resend pitch with a viral traction angle, and push for interview. Reality check, why this works. You're hitting the media pressure, public awareness, executive authority through the governor, and a federal attention pathway. Hey, Mike. Hey, Tricia. Hey, everybody. That combination is what moves cases, not just one approach. And for Bill Lee, there isn't a widely published direct personal email, which is standard for governors. The most effective verified route is that online contact form when you go to there. And this goes directly into the governor's official correspondence system. Staff is required to log and route these. Important for tracking volume. The mailing address also highly recommended for your case. Physical letters carry more weight, especially for clemency matters. I sent stacks of different colors, envelopes, different size envelopes. Send your printed brief packet and signed letter. The phone supplemental pressure is here. Option 1. Call after submitting your packet and ask, has my clemency request for Gary Wayne Sutton been received and logged? Strategic tip, important. For a case like this, don't rely on just one method. Do all three. Submit through the website, mail the printed packet, certified mail, so they have to sign for it, and follow up with a phone call. Dora, they said Chastity's waiting for you. Auntie TT,
Okay.
do you want to go ahead or wait for you?
Hi, cutie.
This
Hi,
creates a
cutie.
document.
Yeah, let me run and see what's going on.
This creates a document trail and pressure. What not to rely on. Random emails you find online or social media DMs alone. Those rarely reach the decision makers. Pro move, and this matters. On your envelope plus subject line, label it urgent clemency review request, execution scheduled December 3rd, 2026. That flags it for a higher level staff review. And then how to submit it through the website step by step. You go to that, like I said, that website, and then you fill out your basic info like your name, email, phone, address. Use your real information. Messages with full details carry more weight. Select the subject category and choose criminal justice or other. That'll be like a subcategory. Well, subject line, this matters. Type it exactly like that. That helps it get flagged correctly. And then paste this, is what it says. Use the clemency letter I wrote, slightly tightened version below if needed. So it's still the same thing, but short. Attachments if available. Some versions of the form allow file uploads. So if you can do it, upload the brief packet PDF, but keep it under 5 to 10 megabytes. Name it Sutton Clemency Request PDF. Submit. You should see a confirmation page or a message. Now, after you submit, critical step is within 24 hours, call that number and say, hi, I submitted an urgent clemency request regarding Gary Wayne Sutton. Can you confirm it was received and logged? This is what moves it from the inbox to an actual review queue. Pro tips based on how these offices work. Short, clear beats, long, and emotional. Execution date in the subject line equals higher priority. Multiple submissions from different people equal a stronger impact. Follow-up calls matter more than people think. Hey, David, you got to run into the store. Okay, and so then I got like his official contact, the mail, all of the addresses and phone numbers handy. Important reality. Even if you find random emails online like staff or generic formats, those often don't go to him, may never be logged officially, and can actually slow down your request. Oh, you're fine, Belinda. Strategic workaround, and this is what pros do. Submit through official form, send a physical packet. Things shaking. Then call and ask for confirmation. I keep getting these battle requests. If you want something that functions like direct email impact, submit through the official form. Send a physical packet and call and ask for confirmation. That combination carries more weight than a direct email ever would. If you're new coming in here, we're explaining how to write the clemency letter for Gary Wayne Sutton. If you have any tips, let us know. Thank you for the heart me. We had that as a flash goal. I think that's over now. And then right here's what it'll look like when you get to that contact on the website where it says contact us. And then you'll go down here. Share my opinion. No. Request assistance. I don't remember. I think it's share my opinion. It says share my opinion. Yes. Governor Lee. Oh, by 2? Oh, no. Well, thank you all for trying. So where it said share my opinion, this is the correct pathway for clemency requests, advocacy, or case review pressure. And do not choose request assistance from the agency. That routes you elsewhere and slows things down. And what happens next so you're prepared? After you click it, you'll see a form that'll say contact into fields, topic/category drop down, message box, and how to fill it out strategically. It'll say topic category. If available, choose criminal justice. It'll be a subcategory. If that's not available, choose other. Subject line, and this is critical. Type exactly urgent clemency review request, his name, and execution date. This flags it for a higher level staff review. And again, it tells what to say. In any attachments, you can upload the PDF brief. If not, don't worry, just send it by mail. Thank you for the roses and the populars. Yes, ever so. Look, we're at 25K. Eddie must be not working. After you hit submit, and this is where most people will fail, you call immediately or within the first 24 hours this number and say, hi, I submitted an urgent clemency request regarding Gary Wayne Sutton, and I just want to confirm it was received and logged for review. This forces it into the system instead of sitting unread. Power move. You should do this next. Have multiple people submit this same form, your followers. This creates volume, visibility, internal escalation. One key note. It says subject to public disclosure. That's important. That's normal. Just don't include private medical records in the message box. And then the next thing, you'll just fill that out. And then, like it said, you'll just fill it out. You'll put the top, go into criminal justice. You'll put the subject exactly like that. And then you can put up to 500 characters, which that little letter. Subject includes urgent plus execution date. Message is clear, not emotional, not rambling. And it includes the forensic issue plus no evidence plus ID claim. Immediately after you submit it, don't forget to do the call. Next move, very important. You should now have 5 to 20 of your followers submit the same form. Use the same subject and message. Volume equals escalation inside the governor's office. You're doing this exactly right. And then, let's see. That's the subcategories. Like when you go in there, you'll do criminal justice or whatever, and it'll bring up subcategories and a thing like that. In there, you'll because the way it wasn't what it suggested. So you would use corrections and parole and judiciary. It's where you would go in. Why it's the correct choice. The category routes your request toward criminal cases, clemency-related issues, and legal judicial review staff. That's exactly where a death penalty case needs to go. Don't choose local issues, government operations, or safety and homeland. It'll bury your request in the wrong department. So your final setup should look like topic, correction, parole, and judiciary, subject, urgent clemency, comments, short version. And then once you hit submit, call the number to see if it was routed correctly, and you confirm it was routed correctly. And I got lost, just a minute. I got lost on the thing because I had too many characters, so it told me how to get through that. Okay, and after we do that, now you pivot to the follow through because that's what actually gets the traction. What just happened, your submission plus your voicemail, a logged record in the system, a time-stamped attempt at contact, a basis for follow-up escalation. That's exactly what you need. What to do next? This is where the cases move. Call back again tomorrow morning. Don't skip it. Say, hi, I submitted an urgent clemency review request for Gary Wayne Sutton yesterday, and I left a voicemail. I'm following up to confirm it was received and routed to the appropriate staff. This shows persistence and equals higher priority internally. Send a second submission. Yes, do it. Wait a few hours or until tomorrow and submit again. Slight subject variation, you would add second request and then the same topic. This prevents it from being grouped or ignored. Start controlled volume. This is powerful. Have 5 to 10 people submit the same form again today and tomorrow using the same topic message, slightly varied subject lines. Offices track volume, which equals, it triggers internal attention. Then again, mail your packet. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. I love the little hearts. On an envelope, write urgent clemency review execution case. Physical mail gets handled differently than digital. Reality, so you stay strategic, one submission equals it's logged. Follow-up plus volume gets it reviewed. And pressure and consistency equals action. And then there's the draft for the second submission. It says, Dear Governor Lee, I am following up on a prior submission regarding Gary Wayne Sutton's and execution date December the 3rd, 26. This case presents serious concerns. The same. But you just put, I am following up. Okay. And then call after that, heart poots. Corgi butt equal heart poots. If only. After you call on this one, say, I have submitted 2 requests regarding Gary Wayne Sutton, and I just want to confirm they've been received and escalated for review. Hey, Cricket. Hey, Renee. So, now, if you could take 60 seconds to do any of it or all of it to save his life, it says to make a post, take 60 seconds to help save a life. A man is scheduled to be executed December the 3rd, 26, and there are serious concerns about his conviction. You can help right now by submitting a quick message to Governor Bill Lee. Copy and paste below. Go here, www.tennessee.gov/contact us. Click, share my opinion. Fill it out like this: correction, parole, and judiciary, urgent review, for all the stuff that we talked about in the letter, I asked for clemency review. Takes less than a minute. Every submission matters and volume equals attention. Why it works, it's simple, there's no confusion, it's fast, it's under 60 seconds, it's consistent messaging, important for tracking internally, and it creates volume pressure inside of Bill Lee's office. If you support this case, don't just comment, go submit that form right now. It takes only 1 minute and it's actually logged by the governor's office. Hey, Irish Beauty. Important tip. Don't write a long story. Don't change the wording much. Just copy and paste and submit. Consistency equals stronger impact inside their system. And that's it. What do you think? I know it was long, but I wanted it to be exactly step by step. We got 14 in here. Let's see. We got Judy, number 1 in the room. Make sure you have Judy. She's been in this case ever since the beginning when Carolyn had nobody before she ever brought it to us. And if you're just coming in, we're just explaining how to file a clemency request with the governor, how to try to get federal traction and news coverage. Yeah, I know we are. That's why that's why this way it forces a didn't mean to do that. A response that it's being logged. And if it's being logged, it's being ignored. And whenever it's logged and ignored, then that becomes an issue where you can, at some point, say that it wasn't, that it was him, it was the system. It wasn't about right or wrong. It was actual system failure and proof of it. Hey, PJ, come on in. Step by step can be put in a readable format somewhere on your page in Carolyn's. I could probably figure that out. Possibly. Maybe. Is anybody interested in coming along on that with me? Anybody want the step by steps? I know Barbara will. Because she's just asking about it too. But if you're interested, it would be a big help. Because volume will matter. Because we won't stop, no. I know. And I wouldn't be able to answer individual questions either. But like I said, that was my start 2 weeks ago. And I haven't been able to even read it again until just now. I did the first letter. I did the first email. I did the letters. And I did the first call to follow up. But when I was going to call back the second day, I couldn't. So it kind of just stalled until now. But Welsh Mama, thank you for coming in. Yeah, I'll try to make that a priority this afternoon, this weekend. I will, Judy. I will. I might try to figure out how to put it on the YT too. Of course, I could download this. I believe I will. I'll download this one and move this live stream to the YT. So that'll also be somewhere you can refer back to just hearing it or share it to someone else who needs to hear it. Thank you, Barbara. Well, let me tell you something. Inbox me. It's on my BIO. So if you want to bless me in my Cash App, honey, just go for it. Who's Michael? Where? Is there a Michael? Michelle, you mean? It's Michelle Parrott. Have you connected? Back in black. Any questions, anybody? I think I'm going to call it an early day. Readable format. We won't be ignored unless you all have something to say. I mean, I think that's the one I blocked. I know. But they were wanting my Cash App tag, but clearly they don't read the bio because it's there for anyone. It was just joking with him. People are just, liars go to hell. Liars go to hell. Michelle. Yeah, I figured it out, Judy. She's been hanging with us this morning. Mysterious illness and shocking twist, the detective story, something.